Apex is starting to crack down on all the bad actors in the industry, all the gamblers, all the people using bots, trading signals, copy systems. They are cracking down on all of it, and you're going to probably see a lot of mass denials when they start cracking down on all of these issues, because it is costing Apex millions of dollars a month. So they said in this email, we're going to break down this email that they sent, but it is costing them millions of dollars a month. We're going to break it down in this video, but before we do, fam, we're live right here at the New York Open, day trading the NASDAQ. You see my green days, my red days, my full tilt moments, everything that involves me as a trader. You see live right here on YouTube. So smash that subscribe button to get that content. Also, if you want to skip the eval stage and go straight to a funded account, TradeFi is running 35% off all accounts, including the straight to funded. So you can use code JM to lock it in. You see it on the corner of your screen right there for TradeFi, take profit. And then Apex is also 80% off. You can use code JM to lock that in as well. And then take profit is 30% off. Use code JM. Fam, with that said, let's get into the video. All right, so Apex has just sent out this massive email, and we're going to break it down right now. We're not going to read this thing word for word. We're just going to highlight some important areas that has some pretty good information in it. So let's just start with the very top here. The prop trading landscape has experienced a rapid change in recent months. Firms have come and gone, and many have updated or completely revised their rules, some multiple times in just the last few weeks. Across the industry, firms are grappling with mounting challenges that threaten long-term sustainability. But as the industry has grown, so too has more concerning issue, the rise of bad actors exploiting the simulated trading environment, meaning there's a lot of people figuring out how to exploit the system and basically just figure out ways to cheat prop firms. They say here, as prop firm rules have matured, so have the tactics used to game them. All firms, including Apex, have seen a sharp increase in exploitive behavior, often from coordinated groups. These abuses span a range of strategies, including hedging schemes, extreme DCAing, automated bots, high-risk gambling approaches, and particularly copy trade signal services. I have seen a ton of ads for this specific one. If you go on Facebook, you look at, you're just scrolling. If you're big in the prop firm space, you look at different prop firm websites, you're probably getting targeted by ads of people selling signals or using copy trading services to help you pass your evaluations accounts. They're everywhere. I do see these things everywhere, and it's not to my surprise that people are actually using them, because it sounds great. It sounds super appealing to see these services being offered. And it's like, oh, well, I could just let these guys pass my account because I suck at trading and they can pass it for me. And then I'll just try to make a little bit of money. Like, I mean, it's appealing, right? They are out there and people are using them. But anyways, the financial toll is significant. These activities have cost Apex millions of dollars each month, and the impact continues to escalate. And here's where things get interesting, because you all know where Michael Patak from Top Step mentioned having an SRO in the prop firm space. And this is what Apex says. To counter these threats, many firms have begun adjusting rules and policies, especially around payouts. In fact, the problem has grown so widespread that discussions have emerged about firms joining forces to combat abuse through data sharing and joint enforcement. One such concept is the formation of a self-regulatory organization, SRO, a collective group of prop firms agreeing to shared standards and collaborating to identify and penalize bad actors. While this may sound like an attractive solution for collective protection, Apex will not be joining this SRO. We've received many inquiries about our stance. To be clear, Apex supports the idea of industry regulation and believes that compliance frameworks are necessary. However, we believe this oversight should come from formal regulatory bodies and not from a private source. While we champion transparency and internal accountability, we are not comfortable participating in any group that involves cross-firm data sharing without explicit regulatory structure and safeguards. Even if these groups attempt to protect sensitive data, the lack of concrete enforceable guidelines make participation way too risky. This is what I said in a previous video talking about the SRO. It's the whole thing about that, and the big concern is customer data privacy. You could have so many lawsuits on customer data privacy, fam. So many. And if this SRO body was to take place and customer data gets leaked, that's a huge lawsuit, right? Prop firms are going to lose a lot of money from all those lawsuits. And that's something that you don't want to get involved with. So I understand Apex's stance on wanting to stay out of it. But anyways, instead, Apex has chosen to invest heavily in our own tools and infrastructure. We've analyzed years of account and trading data to build a sophisticated monitoring system that proactively flags abuse patterns and suspicious behavior. So they're staying out of the whole SRO thing, and they are developing their own tools and investing in their own infrastructure to help identify these types of traders and essentially get rid of them. Scrolling on down here, we're not going to read, let's see, we're not going to read this. Scrolling on down, some of the key abuse types we are monitoring include hedging within Apex accounts, aka going long in one, short in the other, hedging between Apex external platforms, cycling or churning simulated accounts, violations of risk management or scaling rules, use of automated set and forget bots, holding trades over the market close or through the weekends, participation in trade following or signal services. Again, these are everywhere. I literally see ads every single day. I scroll on Facebook, I'm seeing ads for these types of programs. They say here one particularly abusive behavior involves exploiting Apex's 8-day payout requirement, where 5 of those days must include $50 plus in profit. For example, some traders intentionally break scaling and risk rules on new PA accounts, going all in on with max contracts, risking the full balance, often blowing several accounts before hitting a lucky windfall. Once successful, they meet the $50 trading requirement, request a maximum payout, and repeat the cycle. These traders expect their first request to be denied and treated as part of the strategy. They go on to say this violates the letter of Apex PA contract, which clearly states trading must be based on real strategies and defined entries, stops, and targets. Gambling and windfall seeking are not allowed. Here's what they're doing to address this. This is what's going to happen if you get caught doing this. You will have temporary limitations on contract usage, 50% cap, payouts restricted to profit earned since the last request, disqualification of previously accrued windfall profits for withdrawal over the next 2 payout cycles. And they give an example here. If a trader under probation requests $2,000, they must show $2,000 in profit earned since the previous request, regardless of whether that request was approved. Traders cannot withdraw from old windfall balances to meet payout thresholds. And at the bottom of this, they reiterate Apex will not join any SRO or participate in any data sharing agreements with other firms. While we understand the appeal of collective action, we believe internal controls and responsible oversight offer a more secure path forward, aka keep all customer data internal, do not share customer data, handle the damn thing on your own. It sounds good to have an SRO. It probably could benefit, but however, you do risk customer data getting leaked, and that's just never good. But with all that said, if you are one of those traders that are doing any of these, just know that Apex is going to be cycling through accounts, figuring out who's doing what. They do have resources to do that. They can see the back end. They can see buttons clicked, so they will know if you are doing this. So I do expect to see a lot of payout denials. I see a mass of payout denials coming because they're looking to find people who are doing this in order to protect themselves from losing millions of dollars a month from all of these bad actors. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. And as always, if you like this content, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get more daily content, fam, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.